Guys, what's up? It is a kind of a lazy Sunday, and I'm kind of tired, so I'm not going to put on much of a show for this, but I thought what would be, I just ran 10 miles. I got very little sleep because my mind was racing, and then I came back, took a nap. I haven't eaten anything today, but I wanted to, so what I do in my job and in my life I analyze media that I find effective and useful. And so I thought it would be fun to do a Snapchat story where I analyze a YouTube creator just like I would do on video for, one of my mainstream videos for one of my last projects called Why It's Trending. Today I wanted to look at Phillip DeFranco. Phillip DeFranco has over 6.5 million followers, and he's just, this show is freaking amazing. There are things about this show that are so smart, and I want to talk about those. The first thing I want to bring up is the thumbnails and titles, right? So there is a lot of data out there that says if you include a close-up face in a thumbnail and they're prominent and they show an emotion, then you can basically get a large amount of reaction from a human being because, our brains are these chemical things that have been built over eons and evolved over eons. So that's a trigger for humans. Great. Also the title, Ethan Klein's $100,000 controversy, stimulus check problems, why students are suing their colleges. Again, thumbnails should do two things really. They should tell a short story and they should inspire curiosity, right? So I want to immediately know what this $100,000 controversy is. Controversy is in caps. That makes me curious. And these are all small stories about the overall news segments of this news video. So that it accomplishes both of those things very well. And the actual video.
What's up, you beautiful bastards? I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Phillip DeFranco Show. Buckle up, hit that like button, and let's just jump into it.
Okay, great. So cool. In the first 8 seconds, right, he does it a couple things. He establishes rapport, right? Hey, sup, you beautiful bastards. I'm going to talk to you like I'm your friend. I'm not some news professional. I'm not wearing a tie, right? There's also a call to action in that corner. Hit the like button, and there's branding in this corner. The Phillip DeFranco Show. So we've established a brand. We've established rapport. There's a call to action to help him with the algorithm, all in the first 8 seconds. Why is he successful? Because he does things like this. He's built an entire machine around this.
The thing we're going to talk about today is fundraising and giving money away in the age of coronavirus. Now, in the note of...
Okay, cool. So, whatever. It's a news show, right? He basically reads a script about news stories, and the news stories were described in the thumbnail and title, right? There's nothing reinventing the wheel for that. People have been doing that on broadcast television for years and years and years. But the cool thing is that he doesn't do it by himself. He's got an entire company of researchers and writers that write this show for him, and you can only get that after years of grinding and years of funding. And he's built a funding machine to fund those people's staffs, like those people's benefits and salaries, and that's amazing. So cool. The next thing is, it's great. All he has to do every day is deliver a script, deliver the stories that have been pre-written for him, and it lets him focus on doing that in a charismatic way, right? You don't talk like this normally. Usually, I don't. I mean, I'm normally kind of more chill than that. There's also something to be said about the stories that he chooses, right? His staff and him choose the stories that are sexy, that he knows are going to get attention because people care about them, right? There's controversy, there's drama, and people click on that, right? You're grabbing strings that people already know about, and you're pulling them to watch your video, and that's huge. I want to talk about this segment next because this is the next ingenious thing that he does.
I want to share some stuff I love today in Awesome, brought to you by Manscaped. You know what, man?
Okay, here's a segment called Today in Awesome, and it is brought to you by this company. Cool, he gets to take a fat check from that company, and they're only sponsoring one segment. Last video cut off, but they're only sponsoring this one segment of the video, right? Which means that all of the other opinions expressed in this video are not influenced by this company. That might not be the case, but that's at least the message that he gets to send. And it actually, because I know about him, the company doesn't have to approve the rest of the video. They just have to approve this section. Cool. This section is about different awesome things on the internet, right? So it provides value by making people aware of awesome things on the internet, right? And sometimes it's about big projects. This one's about Final Fantasy, and then he talks about John Krasinski, and it's just things that he's into, right? But when he was growing, he would feature people who were bigger than him, which it was a referral marketing engine for him. And so basically he could send people, do a little bit for somebody else. And then that person's audience that he sent people to, that creator would be so thankful that they would send them their audience that they've spent their entire careers building back to Phil. And that's how he grew to 6.5 million followers. This part is also ingenious because he drives people to his blog in this way.
You want to see the full versions of everything I just shared, the secret link of the day, really anything at all, links as always are in the description down below.
And that is where his crowdfunding platform lives, right? You go, you find those links on his website because you're curious, you want to know what the secret link is. You go there and you get advertisements for his crowdfunding platform so that he can fund his business and his machine. Last thing he does is just do really good calls to action at the end, and he makes it really easy so that you can watch his other videos, right? He throws them on the screen, and all you have to do is click around. Guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. The best way you can help me grow my brand is by sharing your favorite part of this story to your own story and tag me, and then encourage your friends. If this brought you value in any way or you thought any part of this was interesting, find the most interesting slide that you thought was the coolest and post that to your story and tag me and ask your friends to come and check out my shit. And that is the coolest way that you could help me. So I don't know. Or if this is going on social, because I think I'm going to export it for social, please share it. That'd be awesome. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I hope everybody's having a safe quarantine.